having trouble securing the hooks, getting my seatbelt, getting back control, it's a good option. You also want to have options to attack from turtle, because if you attack from turtle, you're going to open up more to defend, and may also make achieving the back control easier. Okay, just like side control. You know, if you just lay there and you don't attack, getting to mount can be challenging. But when you attack, people open up because they're thinking about defending the threats from side control, and they're not thinking about the fact that you might take mount. It's the same thing here. With the clock choke, I'm going to settle in kind of this knee to knee position, or I might be inside between his knee and elbow. Okay. I'm going to reach across, try to keep my weight low. I don't want to lean too much over the top. I have to be careful for a reversal there. So I'm opening the collar here with my right hand under his armpit, and I'm feeding it to the other hand, kind of like we try to do on pretty much every choke that we do, is like open up the collar, loosen it up, and feed it to the other hand. I'm going to slide my left thumb inside the collar, right underneath his chin. Here. All the way on the opposite side of his neck by his carotid. Okay. From here, you'll see a lot of variation. If you like the clock choke, I encourage you to explore the different variations of what you can do with your right arm. Sometimes people will grab in wrestling is called one-on-one, which is wrist control in the armpit here. Sometimes people will grab the other collar, kind of like your sliding collar choke. Sometimes people will just keep their forearm right inside the hip without really grabbing anything. Okay. Notice my right arm is just wedged, my forearm is wedged inside the hip. Once I get that collar in the right spot, nice and tight, I'm going to shift my chest over his neck. Okay. So when I get here, I'm going to step over his neck here like this. Sometimes you'll see some people like to slide through first and then step over. My forehead is going to kind of come towards the mat over here. And then I'm just going to walk my feet around towards the other side of his head. So open the collar, feed my thumb here. Slide my hand inside or control his wrist. Right. I'm going to shift my chest over his neck and put my forehead on the ground. Okay. Walk, and then I'll drop my hips just slightly for the finish. Open the collar, keeping my weight low so I don't get reversed over there. Feed the thumb of the opposite hand in. Wedge my hand right inside his hip. You can grab the other lapel too if I want. Start making my way towards his head. I want to put my chest and belly over his head here. Forehead to the mat. I can start sliding through if I want with my left leg. Make sense, guys? If I don't put my weight in the right spot, he can just fall to his side to unfold the choke. You can unravel it here. So if I stay too much over here, he can just fall to his side. Okay, go back. So I want to put my weight in a way that he can't just unravel it by falling to his side. Does that make sense, guys? Right. But I also don't want to be so far over in a position where I can get reversed. Okay. Sometimes you'll see people make their way all the way over here, and that's fine. You can make your way all the way around the head, but you just don't want to get thrown over the top here. Okay, that's one of the counters is going to be to get reversed in that fashion because your weight's in the wrong spot. Questions on the clock choke, guys? Let's give it a shot. 1, 2. First hand in. Get a snug grip in that first hand. Like, you want them to already be choking when you set your grip, and I think that's across the board. When you set your first hand in chokes, you want someone to feel like already threatened. So you're just gonna have to play with that over time, of like how you grip. Get the blade of your forearm, always the blade, not the watch face side, flat side, the sharper part. And then, you know, when you feed that collar, try to pull some slack out so there's some tension already pulling against the necks with your forearm, their collars, both, you know, already digging into their carotid. And then the rest of it's just the finish. So again, keep an appropriate weight on the shoulders, not leaning too much, open, slide that first hand in nice and tight. Okay, feed the hand in, right? Start making your way over the head for the finish, right? That first hand is gonna be important. If you're just kind of like relaxed with it, it's gonna be way harder. Feel it, like feel the pressure of it already in their neck. And they should feel it too. Like already when you feed that hand in, kind of like, oh, this, I might tap already, you know? And then the rest of the movement's just the finish. Okay. Let's get a couple more reps there. Try to really focus on getting that first hand nice and snug in the right spot. And then we're gonna talk about some turtle defense. 1, 2.